Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nisse and today we're gonna take a look at the new conservation pack. It wasn't my plan to make a reaction video on this, but since it is a conservation pack, I thought this is right in my corner. Since it's pretty much what I want to do with my channel is to educate people and help people learn more about how we can save the planet and the animals and everything around us. So therefore I haven't seen this video. It's a little under a minute, so we probably won't see all 5 new animals. I did read the text. We're gonna go through that in a minute. But here we're gonna see the trailer. I'm gonna try to let it run through first and then we're gonna talk about it, but knowing me, I probably have to say something in the middle. But we're gonna try. So let's go in and take a closer look. We have a few different pictures here. First of all, this is new. The water cannon is actually also new, and so is this. Sunflower is also new, and I think that might be a tomato plant, vine. I'm not sure, but I think that's tomatoes. Oh, here we have bananas and what might be potatoes, I think. That I think we already have, but up here we have something. It seems like the same as the water tank here, just in another color, and then again a water can. And I think the broom is new as well. I already have brooms because I have muds. But here I'm pretty sure that's new too. Oh, there was something else too. Here we have over here. Oh, this we have needed for such a long time. And then I think it's a shovel, and I want to say a trident, but it's not a trident. It's for mugging out manure. And then this water hose roll-up thingy. And we have pumpkins. Yes, I'm a builder in Planet Zoo pretty much, so I enjoy new stuff. I'm really hyped for these 5 new animals, but really animals you're gonna use in every other complete zoo, but good building object you can use in every single habitat, sometimes 10 times in every single habitat. So you are going to use building props a lot more if you like them. If they said 150 new props, and if it is 10 good props and then 140 shitty new props, then it's not good. But 150 is a lot, so most likely there's about 100 that you're going to use. There will always be something that other people like that you don't, and that's the same with the animals. Sometimes these videos, when I see other people make them, I haven't seen anyone else make videos on this pack yet, but when I have seen on other packs, some YouTubers really like one animal and don't understand the other animals in a pack. But then some other YouTubers really like the other animals but don't understand the first animals, and it will always be that way. You can just look at cat and dog persons. They don't understand the other person's choice, even though both animals are very cute and very fun to be around. Just different. So of course there will be things in this pack you don't like, and there will be things I don't like, but it doesn't have to be the same things. So here. That's also new. Not the fence. We have the fence, and the Chaya is also old. But here we have these what's it called, container from to throw things out in, and we have been needing that a lot. Here it looks like it's kind of the same as the water tank, but here it became a feeder, I think. And cardboard boxes I also think is new, and maybe this entire structure. I can't see from here if it's something they built for this video, or if it is a structure that you get as a prop. Over here we have a what's it called, leaf thingy. And the thing back there, I actually can't see what is quite right. I can see it appears to be some kind of animal. Weirdly small-headed animal compared to the body, but besides that I can't really tell. Down here we have something new as well. It seems like these it's not boxes, is it? What's they called? You know what I mean. They are new. And the trailer here looks like something they built, because we have the tires and we have the fence, and the part down here would be really easy to build, so I don't think that's a new prop. Moving forward here, we have a climbing structure here, which is clearly new. They did say a lot of foliage would be new, but this is old, and the ones up here is old. The red one I think is old, and this one down here is old. But I think maybe the light green here is new, and I think that's stone. The bush is hard to tell in here if it's new. And I kind of feel like the grass is taller than it normally is, but that might just be me. But the climbing structure here, I'm looking forward to see if it's a complete structure or this is pieces you can build with. Maybe they cut on the straight line something like this and here, so you can mix and match. This one could be cut here. It would be so cool if you can do that. I'm not sure you can, but that's just a dream for me. Yeah, here we got a lot again. Can you... There. Again, we have the pumpkin and this wheelie thing. That's old. But again, we got this hanging thing that I think we really needed. But I think this is different. Maybe they just added the part up here with some type of tree that's already in the game. But this seems new. Maybe it's just these metal things that we get that's new. So we have to still build the rest of it. That would be perfect, because then we could make it in every single size we need. But again, I can't see what that is. That is something I want to see. But moving forward here, again, bucket, wheelie thing, pumpkin. Again, things we have seen before today, broom. And here we got the first animals, and this is of course a baby. It's the sorry. Przewalski horse. Sorry. I just wanted to try and say that right. An animal I actually had before, because I had it as a mod. I don't have a video on it because this was before I started this channel. But I have had it and I really liked working with it. This one looks so beautiful. I do not like the way the sun shines on it. This might be you know, in the game you can change the light a lot. It seems like the sun is really low at this point, so it's hit from the front, which of course it's just a personal choice. I would like to have the sun up right now so we could see the structure of the tail, but just from this picture it looks so good. We have the structure here I really like, and you can see it's clearly fur. Clearly fur. I'm gonna take a close look at every single animal when we get the pack the 21st, and trust me, I'm going to get this pack no matter what. Oh, but this is still the baby. Didn't we get an adult? Did we only get a baby? Or is this an adult? It looks like a baby to me. But still, structure-wise, here it looks good. And here it looks good. It's a bit blurry here, actually. I don't know why, because it wasn't that on the other picture. I'm just... Okay. Look here, it's clearly a baby. Clearly a baby. Yeah, we only got the baby, but this is coming June 21st. And here's the thing with DLCs. If you don't like any of these animals or don't want any of the props, you don't have to get it. But if you use mods, then you can get by with not getting this, but you have to take notice every time you download a mod, because modders use rigs. If you think of it like a skeleton, they take an animal that's already in the game, then they strip it for everything on except the movement, and it's not a skeleton, but it's kind of lines inside of the animals that shows how they move, how they walk, how they do things, and the modders use that to put another animal on top of that. So if they use a rig that you don't have in your game, then it will crash your game. So if you want to use mods but don't want this pack, then you will need to be careful with the mods you choose and make sure they don't use any of the rigs from here. But let's take a look here. 5 new animals from around the world. So again, like the wetlands pack, this is animals from more than one area of the world. I think this is better actually, because some of the first packs had a few animals that for me felt like, okay, we need to have either 5 animals and a lot of props, or 8 animals that people really want from this specific area. And I think some animals just was thrown in there to make up the number. And this kind of packs also makes me personally believe that us in Europe could get a bit of other animals, because we were screwed over with the European DLC. And in generally from the base game there wasn't many European animals. Really try to go into your Wikipedia and choose Europe, and especially if you want a specific biome for you in Europe, then it can be very difficult to make a complete zoo only with the European animals from a specific biome. Where if you want a tropical Asian or desert African zoo, you can totally do that. But a temperate, I think temperate, because I think most of Europe it's temperate. The center of Europe is temperate. And if you want that, then it can be a very small zoo. So this gives me hope that we can get some other European animal at a point. I don't know all of these animals, so we gotta ask Google in a minute. Mongolians a Przewalski horse. The mod I use just called Przewalski horse. I don't know if there's more kinds or if it's just they just didn't use the entire name. But besides that, they say the last truly wild horse in the world and currently listed as endangered. The last part, I believe, I don't know if there's a difference between truly wild and wild because a few years ago in Denmark we actually released a lot of horses to get wild horses. I think it's on Bornholm and maybe in Jylland, but I'm not sure. But I know that we released some animals. Then we got the Amur leopard as it prowls. I don't know what that means. A critical endangered leopard from the border areas of Russia and China. Basically, we already have leopard in the game. I'm not sure right now. We have the cheetah, we have the lion, we have the tiger. I don't think we have the leopard. Do we have? Sorry, I have been using so many mods, so I'm not sure if. You know what? I can check that right away. Well, we have the clouded leopard and the snow leopard, but we don't have a leopard. So that's actually good. So we kind of have all of the big cats. And it also fits since it is critical endangered. It's not that I don't want this animal in the game, it's just that we have the jaguar. Sorry. In the game, so we have leopards, we have jaguar. I know this leopard look a lot different than the other leopards. Should we just Google Amur leopard just to look at the pictures here? This is very orangey, but here it is, and it is cute, and it is leopard is one of my favorite cats, but it's not a need for me. For me, the need were the lion, the tiger, the cheetah. But it is beautiful, and I want this animal in the game. I'm just afraid of what they choose to not put in the game because they wanted this in the game, if you know what I mean. But I'm gonna this might be the first animal I'm going to build for. Might. Oh, that's cute. But yeah, that was the Amur leopard. Let's go in here again. As it prowls Russia, there. Swing freely with the endangered Simon from protected area in Indonesia and Malaysia. The largest of all gibbons. So it is a gibbon, and when I think gibbon, I think quite a small monkey. Oh, it's those. They are so funny. This thing where they yell and blow off their neck. I think it's only the males that does that. But they're very fun, and the thing about it's the largest gibbon, it will help you guess to see it better. So that's gonna be cool. Enjoy the sun with this scimitar horned, or I almost say onyx, oryx, an antelope from North Africa that is now listed as extinct in the wild. So this might be one of the Sunshine stories where an animal have been extinct in the wild, but at some point you can help reintroduce it to the wild. It have happened with some species in real life, so it wouldn't be that weird. But I like that it's a different antelope. You can, if you put in all of the antelope, all of the gazelles in one habitat, this is one that you can tell apart from the rest. So that's very, very nice. Here you can see it with the Gemsbach. I don't like that picture. So it's another antelope. We already got those, but Frontier like to recreate their old animals, so they did that here. But they did choose to make it a lot different, so that's cool. Last but not least, the marvel of the axolotl, the critical endangered new exhibit. Animal that was originally from Lake Calco and Lakes. I'm not gonna pronounce that. So it is critical endangered, so it fit in here, and I know we normally get one exhibit animal with the pack. That's funny. I think this was the first mod we got after the Wetlands DLC. I do believe that was the first mod we got. It is funny. It's pink, so of course I like it. But it's still an exhibit animal, and as long as we can't go into the exhibit box and recreate the entire exhibit box, I'm not that much into exhibits. If I build some kind of plaza where it fits in with some exhibit boxes, I would put them in, but I don't really care for them. So it's sad, but this animal is, even though it's cute, it's beautiful, and it's there. And it's an animal that I want to play with. I'm probably not gonna, because it is an exhibit animal. But here they have a picture, and here we can clearly see the other was a baby. This is the adult. Very beautiful. It does seems a bit darker on the back, or at least the contrast here is stronger, bigger, more visible than it was on the mod. As far as I remember, I haven't used that mod since the last DLC, so I don't quite remember, but I feel like the difference between that color and that color is bigger here. Builders have a lot of exciting things coming to them too, with over 150 new scenery items to enjoy. Conservation is about more than just animals, and to reflect that, you're in for a real treat with the foliage included in this pack. Plant life conservation is critical due to unfortunate impact of monoculture and the depletion of natural water resources. So we're gonna get a lot of new foliage. How much of the foliage is a part of the 150 scenery? I hope it's like the most 20 new plants. 20 might sound like a lot, but if you think about it, most trees is not just one tree. We have 3 different sizes of that tree. So, and a lot of the foliage also have 1 or 2 sizes. So that would only be around maybe 8 different kind of foliage if it's 20 different items. So I kind of hope that it's not too much of that. I like the storyline here we get with we can help the plant as well as the animals, but I don't feel like we're gonna have this giant greenhouses. Maybe that's fun to build once or twice, but I don't see it as a thing I want to keep in my zoos for the rest of the time I want to play this game. To highlight this aspect of conservation, we're adding some foliage pieces such as tomato plant, fig, fig, fiend trees and Korean pine. That's funny because it's some you can have these trees and then harvest them and then either sell them to guests, use them in the restaurant, or you could feed them to the animals. In your mind, I not I don't think you would be able to actually do that in real life, but overall, I would think that would be kind of cool if you could. You can also create a haven of sweeping meadow flowers, includes, including foliage such as buttercups, oxeye, daisies, and poppies. I thought that was an animal, but I'm pretty sure that if this was Danish, I would know what they were, but I don't, so I can still be surprised. Furthermore, you'll gain a range of other scenery items with a strong theme of self sustainability, such as a set of wooden slot off-grid pieces, a new 3D printed concrete wall set. I would like to know what this. One thing is knowing that it's 3D printed, but are we going to see a difference between the concrete wall we already have and this one? Will it be another color? Will it be different? Maybe it will be flexicolored. That would be cool. But besides that, I can't see why 3D printed will change it all that much. And even a single kind of wall will take a lot of the 150 pieces. Because you have the 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, we have the window, we have the door, we have the, what it called? The nut straight pieces. Sorry, I don't know what they're called. So we will have a lot of different pieces only with having one wall. Like again, grass roof tiles. Yes, I love my roof gardens, and having the choice to have roof tiles with grass on it instead of going up there and try to make something that looked like grass is perfect. And even backstage display owning items such as a rake, hose, and wheelbarrow. It was the wheelie thing. It's a wheelbarrow. We have a picture now here. I kind of is confused. Is this the wood piece we got from Australia? Or is this new? I think it's new, and I think it's flexi-colored. I hope so much. The letters looks like the ones we already got. I can't really see anything in here. But these things, are they a part of the tree, or is this placeable object? I have no idea. I think they should look like baby monkeys in some kind of grid, but I'm not sure. The white flowers down here, I think might be new. And I think there's some foliage here. Is it the part of the tree, or is it a new kind of bush? I'm not sure. Those we have, I think the ones down here we have. This extra tall grass might be new, but I'm not sure. Feeling inspired to take up your own conservation effort? Give it a try with the new time scenario. Head on over to Turtle Rock Wildlife Orphanage, where you will be challenged to rescue, rehabilitate, document, and release as many animals as possible. Sustainability and education will also be a huge part of the scenario. So you will need to power your zoo with renewable energy, host a range of plant diversity, and make sure there are plenty of educator areas for your guests to learn from. The Planet Zoo Conservation Pack will be available for purchase. Um, the prices depending on where you are. On Steam from the 21st of June. If you want to be notified, you can add it to the wishlist now. Please remember that you'll only be able to enjoy the Planet Zoo Conservation Pack if you already own the base game of Planet Zoo. As mentioned before, we'll have more news on update 1.10 for you soon. Okay, so that's the pack for now. We haven't seen all of the animals. Honestly, we have only seen one animal, baby. For me, this picture doesn't count because I want to see it close up. I want to see it move. So we're actually only seeing the baby here. I assume they're going to do like they did with the last DLC, where they drop photos almost daily to show. They have already announced what the animals are going to be, so they're gonna drop hints here and there and small videos so we can see them. What I expect for this pack will be, I think this pack is going to be the best one yet for me, because this is what I base a lot of my games on and what means a lot to me. I think if you are a younger player, maybe you just want to see the pretty horses move, and the kitty cats, and don't want to build and don't want to think too much about the game, just want a simple game where you can get some horses, some zebras, some elephants, some tigers, some whatever, then I think you will be a bit disappointed about this pack. It only have 5 animals, but if you are a builder or if you are a storyteller, I believe this is a pack for you. I won't promise anything because we haven't seen the entire pack, and I have before bought a pack that I was disappointed about. Again, if you want to be able to use every single mod out there, I do recommend getting this pack just for that. And if you think about how many packs this, how many mods this pack unlock, take a look at Nexus. Just pressing in crane, and I think most of these are made on the crane rack from the last game. So to use all of these, you need the wetlands pack. But they didn't only make the crane, they also make the stork. So there are also a few. And that's only from one animal from that pack. I think they also made other birds, I just can't remember. So if you want to be able to use all of the mods you find, I truly recommend you go in and use and get this pack. I expect the new update maybe to have something to do with, I wanted to say education, but we got a lot with the roaming educators last DLC, so I don't think they're gonna add too much about that. Maybe you will be able to make a zoo that isn't a zoo. That would be a cool update. Like this, making a conservation center instead, where you will get donations in other ways. Maybe that would be so cool. I don't think they're gonna do that, but that would be extremely cool. What else do we expect? Oh, I expect solar panels. I know we already got one, but it's on the ground. I would love rooftop solar panels. Now they made it easier to have the roof garden. That would be easier to make as well, so it would be between roof garden and solar panel. But I still think they should make a solar panel that you can have on the rooftop. Yeah, I think it's pretty much what I expect at this point. As I said, I think they had taken 5 very different animals here. Again, I don't think there wasn't any European, which I hoped for. But besides that, it seems to be a very, very good DLC. And yeah, I'm gonna upload this video to you now, and then I'm going to watch everyone else's video. So, if you made it this far, I really hope you enjoyed it. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell of notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys!